What up, what up, what up?
What were you doing?
Well, he was supposed to be playing the intro, and I'm just like, here we are sitting here staring at each other still. So I
They
was
played the
curious. It was weird. It wasn't looking that way over here. Anyways, looking funny. Week 8 already, which is wild stuff. I know. I feel like I say that every week though. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe already. But we're looking at like we are almost halfway through the season now.
Mm-hmm.
That's a scary thought. That's a
Very
really scary thought, guys.
Even
So,
scarier when you have a losing record on your fantasy team.
Exactly.
I disagree. I disagree. Depends on how much of a losing season. But I mean, it's still not time to panic, right? Like I'm 3-4 in a league, not panicked, kind of feeling confident you can still get in there, right? Like because you're gonna have a lot of those unless somehow you're losing and the top half is taken off with all those playoff spots. But man, all you gotta do is make it to playoffs because
True.
fantasy football is so unpredictable. You can make it in as the last seed and win the championship, no problem.
So in one of my leagues, the league me and Kyle is in, I'm currently 1-6. So I'm trying to tell myself, is there a pathway in just to get in the top 6? It's possible, but because one thing I don't believe is that whoever's number one now in most leagues tend not to stay that way. Something's gonna happen. So
Something's
that's why you
bound
gotta
to
be in
happen.
the middle of it all. Those are the people that normally win it. That's how I look at it and see it.
Yeah, I'm 2-5 in that league. That's a tough league, man. I
I don't know why. I
lost
just
Burrow. I lost Benson.
yeah.
Njoku's been out. Pearsall's been out. I just lost Kendre Miller.
Yeah, I saw that. I had him in one of my leagues. Yeah, all right. He tore his ACL, right?
Yeah, what the heck?
Fields just got benched. So I'm like, struggle bus in there, man.
Okay, now I know it's a big what if, but what if they had traded away Kamara and then Kendre Miller goes down? That would have been a cluster right there. So I guess it's a good thing they didn't trade away Kamara.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So
100%.
not like that team's playing for much anyways. I mean, Spencer Rattler is their quarterback. So
Exactly.
It'd be the Devin Neal show this year if that had happened.
yeah, that's a sad thought. Speaking of players taking over with injuries and stuff, we had talked about last week a lot, especially last week with Dowdle, with Chuba Hubbard coming back. Dowdle's still performing and looking pretty decent, maybe looking better than Chuba. Is that because Chuba is still coming back from that injury, or is Dowdle just a better running back than Chuba?
Ooh.
Let's give it a week and then we'll answer that question.
Yeah, he's been hurt. And
also, because, Dowdle had 2 amazing matchups during that time, right? So we were like, okay, of course he better have a good day against both of those teams. But then, it comes back. He had another pretty good week, even splitting with Chuba Hubbard. So I don't know, man. He looks a little bit more explosive, but again, Chuba's coming back off that injury. So
great.
I think Kyle, I think you're right. I think we give it one more week before we give it that. But Dowdle.
Well, and I think if I remember right, it's a pretty even split, right?
Yeah, like, pretty even split.
And I think that's going to be the norm. I don't think that's going to change.
Right.
Even when Hubbard gets more healthy, I don't think he gets more of that pie. I think it stays pretty 50. I think it relegates on both the flex plays from here on out. I don't think you can really rely on either one. Now, this week you have a 6-team bye week. You're probably starting them both as wide receiver or as running back twos this week.
Yeah.
But
and the split was 17 Dow, 14 Hubbard, 14 for 31, and then 17 for 79.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think you're right. I think it's going to be pretty evenly split going forward, no matter what.
It's
now we've got to see who gets the
touchdown because a lot of people drafted Hubbard to be their RB2, and now he's a flex at best.
Well, I was going to say he was one of the only workhorses, and then of course he gets an injury, and that all goes away. So worst case scenario for Chuba Hubbard owners. Now, what's funny is Rico Dowdle is now the number 11 running back in the league. Mostly from those 2 weeks where he scored 30 plus points. That's pretty wild. All right, I'm going to jump over here to the chat. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Smitty, right off the bat, would you trade for Jalen Coker?
I need more information.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I need to know how deep of a league is this?
Mm-hmm.
What's the scoring look like? The lineup? Are you starting multiple receivers? Are you desperate for a receiver? Because that could happen. There's some hurt guys out there, bye weeks, what have you. So I need a little more information. In a vacuum, I'm not trading for Jalen Coker. But if you're in a 16-teamer that starts 3 wide receivers and you got a big bye, I can understand flipping a little something for him. If I am trading for him, I'm definitely not giving much for him.
At all. Exactly.
I'm with you. I have the exact same thoughts there. All right, big body Bry. I traded Genty for Waddle and Kamara. I like that.
Yeah.
Especially with Kendre Miller going down. Genty, I mean, he's now I'm assuming this is redraft and not dynasty.
Yeah.
And so as long as that's the case, I'm okay with it.
Same. I'm okay with it as well.
Kyle, you look like you were undecided.
I'm thinking about it, but like I'm okay with it in the redraft just because that offense is so bad this year. The Raiders.
Like, yeah, it's not a knock on Genty. Genty's amazing.
Waddle's the number one. Waddle's the number one. Even if Tua stays benched, Waddle's the number one. You know, Kamara with no Kendre is going to get a bigger workload.
Yep.
I don't know how much I like a bigger workload for Kamara. I mean, he's already been pretty ineffective, and that offense is also pretty bad. So, I don't know. It's tough.
Do we think that Kendre Miller going down makes Taysom Hill more valuable?
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
He'll get a handful of carries a game.
Johnson had a bounce back game, I believe, the last week. I mean, he came a little bit back to life, but you know,
I think Taysom Hill starts getting a little bit more work now. I mean, they've already been working him in slowly. I think now
he won't see a huge uptick. He'll get a handful of extra carries that Kendre was getting, but
a little bit is a little bit.
But Taysom Hill is always going to be super volatile.
Yep. Yep. I mean, he's getting older, but still very.
Yeah, it's not going to fix his inconsistency at all.
Yeah, I agree. All righty. Just traded Merritt for DeAndre Swift and Ricky Pearsall.
Coming from a Merritt guy who has him on his team, who had 100+ yards against the Chargers, but against the Bears and Cowboys was just inefficient. That's a good trade.
I like it.
That's a good trade.
Yeah, I think it's fine just because of Ricky Pearsall. Like, I'd rather have Merritt than Swift, but I like Pearsall there. It's a good buy low opportunity on Pearsall.
Yeah.
Merritt, Dallas played out of their mind on defense last week. Is kind of a fluky thing.
Yeah.
That won't happen against the Broncos. That won't happen.
Swift has looked good the last couple games. They seem to be recommitting to the run there. But you also saw Monangai get way more involved this week. I think that's going to continue to happen. And so I feel like it's, for me, Swift is kind of a sell high. But considering the duo you got for Bill, I'm good with it.
I agree. Yeah, I'm not huge on Bill. I just feel like the consistency is not going to be there. So
I think he'll be better once they get Debo and or McLaurin back and they got a passing game as a threat. Right now, all they got to do is focus on him and Jaden running.
I agree. They're just too one-dimensional right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree. Okay, so Chewy, I know we're going to say this, but who could I target with Quentin Johnson ETN? He says, I have CD, Adams, Judkins, Taylor, Kyron, Jake Ferguson as well.
Good roster.
Yeah, it is a really good roster. Who could I target with Quentin Johnson and ETN?
Did you say who his quarterback was? I didn't. Let me see. His quarterback?
He didn't say. But that these guys, these are both guys that started off pretty strong, and then lately they've just been.
Oh, he said he has Dak as QB.
Oh, Dak. Okay, I like that. I mean, you got a pretty good team.
Good team, yeah.
Honestly, at this point, hang on to the depth.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. I don't really even know if he needs to make the trade. I don't know what the record is, but you might not honestly need to make a trade. So
Jake Ferguson has been phenomenal this year.
Yeah, and that's not going to stop. You saw that this weekend. CD came back. He's still 8. So I would sit tight. Just ride it out. I would bet. I would almost bet money you're undefeated right now, and I would just keep riding that.
Yeah, you're probably doing pretty good. I'm actually with you here, Kyle. I think you ride the depth because of all the injuries we've seen this year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I could see down the road here once you get a little bit closer to playoffs, but man, there's been so many injuries this year. I'd be afraid to get rid of any depth. And I don't know what your bench looks like either here, but yeah, I'd be afraid to get rid of any depth. And if your leagues are anything like ours, me and Kyle were talking earlier today, we can't get any trades anyway. People are not trading.
They're not. Yeah,
they're not trading at all. This has been the least amount of trades. I think I've gotten maybe one trade all season in one league so far. Like that's it. And usually by this time I've had 10, 15 trades, no problem. And I can't get anyone to move anything right now.
I would say I've gotten trades, but I've called them disrespectful trades. Trades that it's like, I won't do that.
I got an offer in your league actually, like week 2. That was just
really
ridiculous. Yeah, I don't even remember.
What was it for?
Huh?
What was it for? What was it for? I'm curious.
Oh, I don't remember now. It was like Ferguson and who was it? Ferguson and Kamara for like something silly. I was like, bro.
I had somebody do this, and when this guy did this, I'm like, I have a big old dummy stick on my forehead. Caleb Williams and Trey Tucker for Drake London and Jaden Daniels. And I kind of looked at him like, you really think I would do that? And then I also had another guy who's been trying to get Javonte Williams. I think today he sent me David Montgomery and Juwan Jennings with Javonte Williams. I'm like,
no.
Wild.
Exactly. So I'm getting trades like that. I don't know if the rest of y'all are getting. That's what I did.
I mean, no, I'm not even. I can't even get people to send. I can't even get people to send me bad offers. So I mean, people are just staying tight, and it's.
Well, I actually had somebody in a dynasty league this morning offer me Kyle Monangai and a 2027 second round pick for Scatterboo. So there's that.
Wild, dude.
Like,
they offered you that, and you had Scatterboo. Oh, got you.
Yeah, I had Scatterboo.
Yeah,
I was like,
no.
Yeah, no thanks.
No thanks.
All right, let's get back over here real quick. We have Reynolds. Let's see. Monangai, Brashad, Gatson. Who's the top waiver priority? Thank you, guys. I think this has to do with whatever you need on your team. I think Gadson's probably going to be a big one. I would say number one, probably Monangai, then Brashad, in my opinion. But I think it depends on your needs. If you are just starving at running back, I'm probably going with Monangai.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, because of the injuries and everything like that going on, like I want Monangai first on this list. I want a horde running back depth.
Yeah.
Gadsden, if you need a tight end, go Gadsden. Otherwise, I'm taking Monangai. I'm hoarding that depth at running back.
Yeah, this kind of goes down here also. The same question, Gadsden or Monangai. I think those are the two top waiver pickups this week, so that's going to be most people's question. But I think it depends on your needs. But yeah, those running backs are harder to come by right now.
Agree. Unless somebody in your league just drops somebody. I think in our league, somebody dropped Tyler Algier. You just say, okay, well,
yeah. It's been a weird.
Yeah,
there's a lot of weird stuff going on. People have to make tough decisions with dropping people to pick people up. I mean, it's been a weird season with these injuries and all these bye weeks and stuff. I mean, people are having to make tough decisions, tough decisions.
Well, how many people had, week 8 deciding if they needed to drop Travion Henderson on their bingo card? Like,
none of us did.
But that's I'd probably drop him for Monangai or Gadsden this week.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
2 carries this week? 2? It's crazy.
Bad.
It's nuts, man. Absolutely crazy. All right. We got Chewy says, sounds good. Appreciate it. Yeah. 6-1, 12-man league. Had Neighbors too. Obviously he's out. Made a bunch of trades. Oh, why did that jump without me doing it to get this team? But it worked out. Man, no joke. 12-man league. And doing that good with it. with CD, Adams, Judkins, Taylor, Kyron, Jake Ferguson.
Who you drafting?
He's playing with toddlers.
Exactly. Who he's drafting?
Congrats, man. That's
teaching children how to play fantasy football.
The way this one started off here from White Buffalo, I almost expected it to start off with like, don't need any advice, just wanted to tell you, like we did that one time from somebody. First place 6-1, 10 team, half PPR. Got Mahomes and Knicks, Bijan, Gibbs, Scat, Charbs, Warren, JCM, jeez, Pete, man, Rice, Ladd, BTJ, Addison, McBride, Ertz, Aubrey, defense stream. What should I do? Celebrate.
I'm taking Warren or JCM and pairing him up with Ladd or BTJ, and I'm going to go get a stud wide receiver.
Exactly.
That's what I would do. Pair him up with Rice.
Yeah, now that you got Rice, and Ladd's going to be just, and I don't like BTJ anymore this year.
BTJ's the same way. They're both going to be very up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
You've got too much depth there at running back, so you can
keep those top 3 running backs. Take any of those next 3 with Ladd or BTJ, and I think you're going to want to keep Addison around. But yeah, pair him up with Ladd and BTJ and go get you a stud wide receiver.
Man, this is a good team. I'm surprised you're 6-1. Someone must have just had a good week against you. Sheesh.
Well, Ladd was underperforming. BTJ was underperforming.
Rice just came back. Suspended. Addison was suspended too.
Well, JCM's only been the starter for a few weeks. So it's like one of the Scattaboo, same way. He didn't start the first
Warren was hurt one week when they was in Germany, I think.
Yeah. I was gonna say this team just kind of came alive. You're right.
He got that win early,
but he's got the secret weapon though. He's got Aubrey. He's got the cheat code.
Oh, jump down towards the bottom. He tells us how he got that. 3 trades this year. Waller for Aubrey. I love that.
Love that.
ETN for McBride. Love that even more.
Ooh.
How in the world did you get these trades?
And then Vidal and Olave for JCM.
That makes more sense.
I like Olave, but it makes sense with your running backs, I guess. JCM.
Nah, I would have stuck with Olave over JCM there.
Yeah, I would have too, yeah.
But ETN for McBride is
clearly he did that before the Olave breakout this weekend.
But that ETN for McBride is high where. You know what's funny though? In my leagues, I couldn't get a Waller for Aubrey. Man, people are not letting go of Aubrey. I have tried, and I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. Of course, I love Aubrey. I was a kicker. I love Aubrey, right? But man, people are hanging on to Aubrey because when he's getting you 17 points in a game, I mean, he's a game changer.
Yeah.
In real and fantasy. So Tez Johnson there's too. Yeah, I don't think, I mean, over the other guys. Well, again, I think it's whatever you need, but I think you're still going Monongai and Gatson because here's the thing. Wide receivers are so deep. That's a lot of the problem is I've got depth at wide receiver in a lot of leagues and I'm looking at everyone else. They've also got 6 good wide receivers. So it's like no one's trading.
I do love Tez Johnson as a waiver claim this week, though, just FYI.
Yeah.
Like going back to the very first question of the night with Smitty, would you trade for Jalen Coker? No, I'd rather claim Tez Johnson off of waivers.
MVP.
Right?
MVP.
That's your MVP right there.
They made I don't know if anyone saw it, but they made a pretty funny video the other day where they delivered that
Emmy award
to the thing. They're like, this is for the MVP. And Tez rips open the box.
That's funny.
They're like, go give it to Baker. Hilarious.
Funny.
It's like, but it says for an MVP. That's so good. All right, where was I? What if I'm starving everywhere? Yeah, hear that.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
If you're starving everywhere, I'd still go with running back first, probably, because that's your most shallow position. And that probably gives you the most trade power down the line. Yeah. So I'm going where everyone else is also starving. I'm going running back first because that's where everyone is just feeling it right now. I've got Vidal, DeAndre Swift, Monty, and K9 in that league, by the way. Not bad. K9 is so frustrating.
Dude, if you've got Swift, I would for sure grab Mononga then.
Yeah. I agree with that.
I have tried to grab K9, but it's because I got Charbonnet. So I wanted to get both of them. But unless you're in a situation like that. and I would try to get both.
Ooh, Kyle, hold on. We'll get to that. Sorry. Garlic is starving everywhere. 0-7 and truly cursed. Oh, my gosh. I play against the following. Jones, Barkley, Scattaboo, A.J. Brown, Pittman, Kincaid, White. Expect these players to blow up. Good to know. I am going to make sure I have these players in my lineup to make sure they go against you.
Yeah, for real.
I've got a thing when I play DFS, my daily fantasy lineups, I start the players that are on my regular opponent's teams, because my daily fantasy players always get hurt or benched or something stupid always goes wrong in my daily fantasy, and it's just absolutely horrible. So I make sure that I do that to curse the team. Got Charb too. Okay, good. So you got Charbs along with K9, so I like that. Yeah, that entire league is frustrating. All right, here's a question you like, Kyle. You like these kinds of questions for sure. What wide receiver can I get straight up for Jaylen Warren?
Well, guys I like for a Jaylen Warren, Marvin Harrison, Zay Flowers, George Pickens. I mean, CD's back. He'll take a little bit of a hit, but he's still going to get some numbers.
I got one for you. DJ Moore, maybe? How do you feel about that?
I don't like DJ Moore. Yes, I think you could get him, but I don't like DJ Moore.
Wow.
Maybe you could sneak in and get like a Cortland Sutton, who's still he just gets no respect. It doesn't matter how good he's doing.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Michael Pittman, kind of the same way. Those
Michael
are guys.
Pittman definitely like that. I still feel like I feel like people are down on Olave still. I know he had this 1 week where he kind of blew up, but I don't know that people are that high on Olave still. DK Metcalf also kind of these are names, and people are starving. You got to think people are really needy at running back right now. Jaylen Warren, pretty legit.
Yeah.
So you could get you probably a pretty legit wide receiver, because people also feel that they have a little bit of extra depth. Mm-hmm. People might be selling high on A.J. Brown. You might be able to pull that off.
That's what I was about to say. Find the guys with those Eagle receivers that think it was fluky and want to sell high. Make a move.
Yeah. Drake London didn't have a great week. You might be. I mean, I'm just saying people are starving at running back. I think people are going to value a running back like that over their wide receiver depth.
Yeah.
Because there's so much wide receiver depth right now.
Agree.
So I feel like you can get Kyle. I think Pittman was a good idea there too. I think that was
Cortland Sutton would be my first try.
I agree with that. Yeah, Cortland Sutton would be a stud to get, and he's always undervalued, severely undervalued.
There's just something he just can't get no respect. He's the Rodney Dangerfield of wide receivers, man.
That was a good metaphor. Pull the lever for Tez. All righty. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, if your wide receiver room is that deep. I mean, Monongai would be good to have with Swift, but it sounds like he got some good depth. And
I don't feel like this is a year where running backs and too deep is going to, there's no comprende for me.
Those don't go together at all.
I want all the running backs this year, because half of them are going to get hurt still.
That's no joke. Yep. White Buffalo said someone tried to trade Pittman or Kelsey for Warren. Pittman is boring to me.
But Pittman,
but that offense is putting up points.
Exactly, he gets the job done. Yeah.
And I don't want Kelsey now that Rice is back. He was already not doing great.
Oh, I don't want Kelsey.
Rice is back. I'm not.
Yeah, he says he likes Pickens or Sutton. Yeah, I mean, Pickens is still going to get his. No doubt about that. That offense is constantly going to be working to keep up with the opposing team, because that defense struggles. Those are two great gets.
And because CeeDee Lamb's back. Pickens still had some great catches the other night, but they're going to have games where Lamb is down. He's covered up, double teamed. Pickens is going to be open all day long. So Pickens, he'll be a little more boom or bust volatile than he was while CeeDee was out, but he's still going to get you some big games, and he'll still be way more consistent than a Jameson Williams.
Yeah, true.
All right, I'm going to do an aside here while we're kind of talking about CeeDee Lamb and Pickens and stuff. This week, they play against Denver.
Mm-hmm.
How do we think CD performs this week against Denver or does he get shadowed and it's kind of ends up being a Pickens Ferguson type of week?
I think it'll 100% be Surtain versus CD this weekend. And I think we'll see something similar to when Philly played Sutton a couple weeks ago, where A.J. Brown got a handful of catches for, 57, 60, something like that yards.
Mm-hmm.
I think we'll see something like that out of CD. I think Pickens has a day.
You kind of agreeing with that, Brandon? Is that your take on it too?
I agree with it. Knowing that they're playing Patrick Surtain, and even that secondary for Denver has been pretty good. Obviously, the Giants just kind of a fluke, but I knew playing Patrick Surtain in that defense, they won't put 40 points like they did this past weekend against my Commanders. But
that offense. This is where I'm happy that the Cowboys went out and got a Pickens. They got a good, true number 2 wide receiver. So that'll help a lot with their offense. But I'm tempering expectations for CeeDee Lamb this week with that matchup. Now, you would think that they would be able to scheme and make plays and give for that's all fine and dandy, but that defense is good and Surtain's just on another level. I think you're right, Kyle. I think it ends up being, a quieter day, kind of like what AJ Brown had against them, about 50 yards or something like that. Yeah. But we can only hope that he proves us wrong. Fingers crossed.
I mean, Dak's playing out of his mind right now.
True.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's possible.
Looking like an MVP.
I mean, he can throw the ball better than Hurts can.
Now, you know what's helping that right now, though? That running game is working. And so when it's such a balanced offense, right? I mean, Javonte Williams coming in, being able to run the ball the way he is giving Dak time, because they're well balanced, and I love that. That offense is just firing on all cylinders.
Like this last week, just having all of our offensive linemen back together, healthy again, helped a lot too.
We haven't had that in about a decade, so
we were struggling there
for Javonte Williams going against his former team. So
I didn't even think about that. That's a good point.
Yep.
Is it in Denver or is it in Dallas?
I believe it's
in Denver, I think.
Oh yeah, it's really going to be a revenge game. He's going to players to the left and let him go.
I don't get into all that revenge game stuff. I really don't.
Yeah, it's at Denver.
Especially sometimes it's they call revenge games and it's like Dowdle coming back to Dallas for a revenge game. What's his revenge? Just not getting overpaid? But
he was never the starter in Dallas anyway.
And they tried to bring him they tried to bring him back. They wanted to bring him back. He just wanted too much money. It's we just can't afford to bring you back. Yeah. Is it really?
Carolina didn't even pay him that much. They only signed him to a 1-year deal too. So
So I mean, it's working out for him right now.
I think he just knew we were going to be looking for another running back, and he wasn't going to be the starter, so he left. But he wasn't going to be the starter with Hubbard there either. So I don't know what his deal was. But Javonte was traded. That's the difference there. So.
Yep. All right. Let's see. We got RD Glass in here, said made a huge trade today, 4-3, 12-man half PPR, JSN and Chuba for Igbuka, Olave, and Etienne. Lost neighbors and might lose Nico now. Sorry, Rico. Felt like I had to make a move. So JSN and Chuba for Igbuka, Olave, and Etienne. JSN, big to move there. But Igbuka, I mean, if Mike Evans is going to be out now with that broken collarbone, I mean, that's a good get right there.
I do like the trade. Here's the only thing: if it was me, I would have kept JSN. He's a top 3 wide receiver right now. The targets that he's getting, if he could have did like Chuba and ETN, maybe
ETN's who he got
though. Here's how I'm seeing it. So JSN crushing it. Ibuka healthy, no Mike Evans, crushed it. That's kind of a wash to me, honestly.
Yeah.
Chuba and ETN. Chuba part-time, ETN full-time, even though he's not outscoring Chuba by that much. Also, we'll call it a wash. You gain Olave. You lost afraid of losing Nico. You needed the wide receiver depth. Olave, that's a win to me.
Yeah, because ETN and Chuba now is more of a wash.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, I know. I know what you meant. And that's not where my mind was at in the beginning, but kind of when you said, it's like, yeah, you're right. It's kind of a wash now with Chuba having to split so much time. So I think it's a good move. I like it.
Yeah.
All right.
And half PPR, it's smart to make sure you maintain quality receivers too. And Olave's getting a ton of targets every game. So that's a smart grab.
I feel so bad for Garlic Twitch here. For the record, last week I played against CMC, Chase, Stafford, and Fryermuth while starting Jay Williams, Kittle, Gainwell, and Collins. I did have the Browns, though, so I kind of cooked. Should I drop Gainwell for Monongai?
Yes.
I would. Yeah. Gainwell did fine, but Warren's the guy there. So I'm not worried about having Gainwell. And I wasn't worried when he had that good game. Everyone's like, ooh, Gainwell? No. It's still Warren's back.
I only want Gainwell on my roster if I'm holding Warren. Like, if I have Warren, I want to handcuff. Otherwise, I'm not going to hold a guy just hoping he gets hurt. Somebody else gets hurt again. Like, it never works out.
No, it never works in my favor. It's like I go pick someone up just in case the starter gets hurt. And then it's like that guy never goes down. Like,
yeah, I'll handcuff certain guys like that. But, yeah, otherwise, if I don't have the starter in front of him, like, give me guys on my bench that have standalone value.
Exactly.
Yeah, like, are you rostering Brian Robinson?
Nope.
You know, in case CMC gets hurt. Only if you have CMC.
Only if you got CMC, but if not, no.
But otherwise, I'm not rostering him. You know, that sort of thing.
Yep.
All right. Booker and Smith are great run blockers.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
The line of Tylers. We're calling the council.
I didn't think about that.
The Council of Tylers.
Which one played at University of Tulsa? Was it Tyler Book or Tyler Smith?
I think that was
Smith.
I think
Booker was Alabama. Smith was Tulsa.
Okay.
Oh, it was Jamison Williams, not Javonte Williams. And
yeah, I knew. I figured that. I assumed that. Sorry.
I was thinking Javonte in my head.
Javonte has been doing good. It sounded like I was thinking about what Jay Williams didn't do good, and I was like, well, Jamison. So
yeah,
that dude is more bust than he is boom. So
yes, he is. He's literally, what was that old Eagle Devontae? What was his name? Deshaun Jackson. It was Deshaun Jackson. He's Deshaun Jackson 2.0. He's going to get you 100 points, or he's going to get you.
We can't disrespect that Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson can suck it. I hate that guy.
Jerk. I hated that guy. But yeah, he's Deshaun Jackson 2.0. Like, he'll get you 100 points, or he'll get you 0.
Yep. Ooh.
And he'll get you a lot more zeros than hundreds.
For sure. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Sorry guys. I'm watching this Thunder game on my phone here, and I just saw 2 really bad back-to-back missed calls, and it's just breaking my heart. Okay. Is Otton a thing rest of season?
Wait, was the missed call worse than the trip on Dak that didn't get called? Yesterday or Sunday?
Nah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I saw nothing.
Nah, I'll let that one slide just because they were beating the hell out of Washington.
Oh, well.
I mean, that was
injured. When all your players are injured, you know.
They were just wrapping up that practice, you know. Washington was just practice the other day.
Well, they got to come to DC or Landover to be exact. They got.
I'll tell you who really disappointed me in that game, though, Brandon, was Luke McCaffrey. I had to start him in a couple of leagues.
Yeah.
Because of buys and injuries and what have you. And he really let me down with a big old goose egg. I really hope for more from him.
Freaking white guys, am I right? All right. Is Otton a thing rest of season?
Not. You saw his ceiling last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. He last year when there were injuries, he was able to step up and be in there. Problem is this year they have like Ibuka to go to instead.
Yeah.
Right? Well, so they have a third wide receiver to lean on.
They have a ton of ridiculous pass catchers. So
they still have McMillan.
Evans is out. They still got
Shepard.
You have Ibuka.
Still have Sterling Shepard.
Godwin will be coming back.
Tez Johnson, mentioned him, yeah.
McMillan, Tez Johnson.
I forgot about McMillan. Isn't McMillan hurt?
Is he? I don't remember. Maybe. I don't know. He hasn't seen the field anyways. But, Tez Johnson looks fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Jalen McMillan is hurt, by the way.
Oh, is he?
He might be out the rest of the season.
I missed that. He was pretty low on my priority list of prep for this stream, I guess. But pretty low on my priority list for prep for the season, actually.
Yeah, but what about Ryan Miller,
But, Tez Johnson does look freaking incredible right now. Like I said, Godwin will be back. I don't know. I'm not thinking Otten's going to have the opportunities this year he had last year to do that.
I agree. I'm not big on Otten. So, Dallas could use a right tackle and D tackle next spring. Oh, yeah.
No, what we need next spring is some secondary. That's what we need next spring.
Yeah, I feel like everything starts with that line, man. Everything
that has to be at the top of our list is secondary, man.
Yeah.
But we got 2 first-round picks, so maybe we grab a corner and grab a
safety,
a tackle of some sort.
I still feel good about trading Mike away. I still feel okay with it.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
Even if you win the Super Bowl this year?
But he's not going to win the Super Bowl this year.
Green Bay ain't winning the Super Bowl this year.
Maybe.
Did you watch the Tampa Bay Detroit game last night?
I did.
It'll be one of those teams. I guarantee you one of those teams will win the Super Bowl.
And it's not like trading him away is keeping Dallas from winning the Super Bowl, right? Like, it's not. So it may help Green Bay win the Super Bowl, but it's not hurting Dallas from losing the Super Bowl. Like, they're not going to win the Super Bowl. Let's just be honest. Dallas isn't good enough to win a Super Bowl. So it's not like, would they go from like a 10% chance of winning it to a 3% chance of winning it, maybe? Like, it's not that big of a difference. It's fine. Like, let's look to the future. In fact, after we lost to the Panthers, I wish we would have just lost every game from there on and just gotten a better draft pick. Boy, I'm not gonna lie, man. These Thunder are getting hosed. They're getting hard, dude.
They're going to second overtime. I'm looking.
Dude, our coach is about to snap that ref's neck, I think.
He should. He should snap that ref's neck. Like,
they just tackled Shea at the buzzer. All right, sorry, football.
Sorry. Yeah. So we got Dev in the house. Yo, what's up, man?
What up, man? Thanks for all those beautiful graphics yesterday and today. Appreciate you, my guy.
Yeah, this dude's crushing it. Dev is just an absolute stud. All right, let's see. Why Buffalo says, I wish Darnell Washington was more involved in Steelers offense. He'd be fun to root for.
Not if he tackled Aaron Rodgers again. He did not like that.
No, he did not.
He did not.
That was a funny clip though, because I've seen videos like that before of people tackling somebody celebrating. But that's the first, and I'm always like, man, I'd be so pissed if someone did that to me. That's the first time I've actually seen somebody get pissed when it happened to them, and I was like, thank you. Like, don't tackle the old guy that just tore his Achilles 2 years ago. Like, come on, man, use your brain.
That dude's huge.
Yeah.
Darnell Washington,
like 6'5",
big dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew he was big. I mean, you just see him up next to everybody, and it's just like, that guy is just an absolute monster. 6'7", 264. Good God.
Jeez.
Just a big boy.
Yeah.
Let's see why Buffalo says Diggs, Bland, Revel is good enough.
I don't know. I think Diggs is a little bit done.
Going down.
I mean, when you get, that
Diggs does not look good. Bland looks good. We haven't seen Revel yet.
It's hard to come back from injuries, man.
But Diggs, I don't know, man. Diggs has been struggling this year. He's not the guy he was before his injury.
I agree.
Let's see. Dude, why Buffalo?
I'm with you.
My man. Yeah, I think we can all agree with that. As long as Philly doesn't win.
I think Philly's the only
y'all three can agree
that want. Philly's the only place that wants Philly to win.
Yeah, like I didn't like Tom Brady and New England winning all the time. But you know what? As long as it wasn't Philly, like I look back on that and I was like, oh, we had it good because Philly wasn't winning.
I will even accept a Commanders or Giants Super Bowl.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Same.
Every single time. Every single day.
100%. Yeah, I mean, I rooted for the Giants in both of their wins there.
Oh, no, Buffalo, you poor guy. Bro. You poor guy.
Ooh.
That's rough. So, now my son's kindergarten teacher is from Philadelphia, but she's a Cowboys fan. Her whole family are Philadelphia fans, but she's like, they're America's team.
Well, yeah.
She's like, so I was in Philadelphia growing up a Cowboys fan, and my whole family was Philly fans. I think her and her brother chose to be Cowboys fans, and so that's a fun story. So we get to talk crap on Philly quite a bit with her, so that's always a good time. So, all right, look at that. Yep. So we caught up on the chat there, so loving that. Do y'all have any other people or topics that you wanted to discuss?
I know we talked about it earlier, Brian Thomas Jr. I have him currently in a league, but I agree with you, Kyle. I might look to trade him, especially after Travis Hunter's 8 for 101. I think he had 10 plus targets. And I think that's somebody. So for those of you out there, if you can try to trade him, I'm sure you got in the second round.
Yeah, I don't think Travis Hunter outplaying BTJ is going to be a normal thing.
Yeah,
I just think this offense is kind of a hot mess. Like, I would try to trade Travis Hunter too, if I'm being honest. Sell high.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's funny. Last week we talked about Travis Hunter. I was like, I'm not excited by him. I'm not keeping him. And then next thing you know, he has a big week, and I'm like, son of a gun. Of course.
Yeah, that'll get you every time.
Yeah.
But so I was like, yeah, that was unfortunate timing. But at the same time, I'm still not excited about him. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut now and then. That's kind of how I feel about it. So
it feels pretty accurate to me.
Yeah. Real quick, Big Body Bry says, so back to I traded Genty for Waddle and Kamara. My running backs are Henry, Warren, and Kamara.
Oh.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it. Henry before Genty.
No, I'm a lame believer that I think Henry's going to come a little bit more alive now. I think, they get Lamar back. He's had a little time to I don't know. I'm rooting for Henry. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for Henry.
Well, I'm rooting for him, but I don't know.
I only have him in one league, so I don't have much of a reason to root for him other than he's superhuman and it's kind of fun, So I'm kind of here for it to see just how long he can drag this out, see how long his career can drag out. So, all right. Garlic Tush says, if you want to hear my misery more, I am first in points against and last in points for. Yeah, you got 912. Yeah, you're rock, dude. That's a big point differential.
You're one of those. You're playing the top scorer in the league every week somehow.
That point differential is huge.
That's one of the worst I've seen.
Yeah. Big Brody says, my thoughts were Genty is in a bad offense. And they can't run if they are down. Waddle is wide receiver 1 and can get things done. Kamara now owns that backfield. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you on the whole thought process. Yeah, I like Garlic Twitch. Derrick Henry is on my team. Nothing happening there. So true. Yep. He's cursed. That's why he hasn't been doing anything all year. It's all your fault, Garlic. Dang, dude. White Buffalo was in a specific injury disclosed for him. Any timetable for return? Who was that?
Yeah, I don't know who he's talking about exactly.
Yeah,
I'm trying to scroll up here and see who he was talking about. Who are you talking about here? Buffalo, sorry. Ravens defense scored a whopping 8 points for the year. Yeah, dude, how is that defense so bad? Wow. That defense is absolutely atrocious. I don't understand it.
That's the most shocking part to me.
Honestly, yeah.
It's been so bad. Oh, BTJ injury is what he was talking about. Was a specific injury disclosed for him? Any timetable for return is who he's asking about.
Okay.
But I haven't heard anything on that.
I haven't either.
They said it was a shoulder. Is he hurt his shoulder Sunday?
Yeah, but I'm not sure
What specific?
if they've given any updates on.
Yeah, I don't see any update here.
My guess is with him being as the name he is, there would be significant updates if they're like if he was going to be out, if they were having to monitor it, all kinds of stuff. But considering there's a lack of information coming out, I think he's probably fine.
Yeah.
So they're not making a deal out of it, so I'm not going to make a deal out of it. Yeah, game script will be tough for Henry. Yeah, if they keep getting behind, if they keep sucking like that, for sure. So gotta hope that he gets his opportunities early in a game before they go pass heavy. Then it becomes Justice Hill, I guess. So
yeah, Justice Hill it is.
Ugh. Yeah, Garlick's going to take the blame for that. His entire team has been Hurts, Judkins, and Ibuka. Well, at least he got them, I guess.
Yeah.
So could be worse.
Could be way worse.
Let's see. Pareko wants to know BTJ or Rome Anunze rest of season.
No question, Rome.
Yeah.
Yep. Same. I agree.
Yep. White Buffalo said on BTJ he hurt shoulder, wrist, ankle.
Oh,
so wow. He fell in a wood chipper. Essentially, he hurt everything.
There you go. I actually haven't heard much on that, so I think he's probably fine. If they're not even giving injury updates, then
that sounds like he had a stroke and like half his body just stopped working.
He just fell over, hurt himself. It's funny. I say it's funny. It's just interesting.
Corey, having a stroke is never funny.
Sorry, I was talking about looking at like weekly rankings on Fantasy Pros, right? You just see like Rashee Rice comes back one game and he's already at like the number 3 wide receiver on the week, which is pretty rough. But they got CeeDee Lamb at number 2, even against Denver. Like I get that it's CeeDee Lamb and that offense is looking really good, but against Denver, do we think he's going to be the number 2 on the week?
I feel like that's a little disrespectful to Patrick Surtain. Is it not? Like that dude shuts everybody down.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get to see the game against New York this week. I'm guessing he didn't really shadow anybody.
Who would you shadow in that offense?
Well, I know. I mean, Wandale, but it's not worth.
Yeah.
I mean, but they don't have anyone else. Yeah. So, I mean, you might as well pick one and go with it, right? But I mean, if I remember, Wandale still had a good game, so he must not have been shadowed.
Yeah, he must not have been shadowed.
So I didn't get to watch any of it.
And he does shadow the elite guys when he plays against them.
Yeah. He normally does.
It doesn't say anything about him being shadowed or anything, but I mean, he had 12 targets. He had 6 receptions on 12 targets for 95 yards. So
the only reasoning I can think of behind that is because we have Lamb and Pickens. They're thinking, oh, we're not going to be able to pick one to shadow, so both are going to get some targets, not against Surtain. That's the only reasoning I can think of.
Yeah, but I think we know better than that, right? Because, I mean, you got to think when they went against Jamar and Higgins, they still shadowed Jamar, right? When you go against when you went against the Eagles, they still shadowed A.J. Brown over Devonta Smith. So these are teams with great duos, and they're still shadowed.
No, I agree with you completely. I'm just saying that's the only thing that would make sense.
Well, I know you agree with me. I say smart things. So.
It's just the only reason I could think of to have Lamb ranked that high.
Agree. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Dev said BTJ, his right shoulder, same one he dislocated in college. He's used to it then. Just pop it back in. Good to go. White Buffalo says defenses who play Tennessee average 13.4 points a week if you stream.
And they played the Colts this Sunday.
Yep. I was actually telling someone earlier today, I was go get the Colts. They were like, oh, I got Kansas City, and the Colts was on. I was like,
the Colts have been given good defensive fantasy points this year. I'm guessing the Colts are probably not available in a lot of places, but if they are, grab them for sure.
Yep, that's what I was telling him too. I was like, man, I'm grabbing the Colts if I can. So
Yeah.
Let's see.
If you can't, then grab Cincinnati. They're playing New York Jets.
Yeah, the Jets for sure. The Giants, I know that's Philly this week, but like Dart has been pretty fantastic, honestly. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed by Dart. Because you got to think also, like, well, I was going to say a lack of weapons, but Scatterboo has been about as good as I had hoped when he got in there. Once he got his chance, then it's been pretty fantastic. That dude is wild. God, that dude's wild.
Yeah. So I'd say, when it comes to streaming defenses this week, Indy's your first, Cincinnati's your second, Kansas City's your third. They're playing Washington.
For fantasy purposes, I think that's good, but
I'm just messing with Brandon.
No, for Washington, and we say that because they're playing with pretty much their backups. I mean,
exactly.
So that is what it is. I mean, take advantage of that.
Is Debo supposed to be back?
Atlanta might not be bad. They play the Dolphins, maybe. If you
True. Is Debo going to be back this week, Brandon?
Possibly. We need him.
One of those situations.
Yeah.
Oh, you need him. You need him back.
Bad.
Looking like a labral tear he's been playing through. Okay, BTJ, that is. All right. Big Body wants to know, who should I start, Kamara or Warren? I don't know why, but I kind of regret this trade. Everyone in my league said I lost.
Let's see. I forgot who New Orleans plays. Tampa Bay. Yeah, I played Kamara this week against Tampa Bay. I don't like the Pittsburgh matchup against Green Bay. They've been tough against the run.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Warren with his catching abilities too, I feel like
Kamara with his catching abilities too.
I know. I'm just saying Warren has kind of been, and I want to pull this up before I say it out loud, but my computer is absolutely crawling. And so I should have restarted it before the stream. But I was looking back to see if he's been kind of matchup proof, but I guess not really. I mean, against Cleveland, he only had 8.8 points. So that's been the toughest defense he's really played against. New England. Well, Seattle, he had 19.4, but he has a high catching upside, but Kamara always does. Yeah, I mean, they're kind of the same, honestly.
Here's the deal.
Wise.
Kamara against Tampa Bay, if he does half of what Jahmyr Gibbs did last night, that's an 18-point day.
Easy.
No, mathematically. That's mathematically accurate. That's not mathematically accurate. If he does half, that's an 18-point day. 18.4 exactly.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think I'm looking through this, and I agree. I think I'm going with Kamara
for running backs this year.
Yeah,
but I'm with you. I'm going because of Micah Parsons, because he can't stop the run. Sorry, I had to say it.
Oh man. Let's see. Also, Tyler Bass is off IR. He'll be good for Bills. Yeah, I like Bass quite a bit, but I'm gonna give it a little bit. See if he's good to go. I mean, it's
keepers that only get extra points don't score that many fantasy points.
I don't know, man. That Bills offense hadn't looked amazing.
They up and down. 1 week they're good, then they played Atlanta. They look horrible.
Yeah, Bass last year didn't have a ton of points either in fantasy.
Yeah, I typically haven't been using Bass
He's a good kicker, but he's just.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at Matt Prater right now, and it's just he's been putting up just average points.
You need a kicker on a good offense that can't finish in the red zone, i.e. Dallas.
I'm looking at this and I'm seeing Matt Prater. Matt Prater is
kick it from half field, I guess.
He's been scoring just mid points, like he's nothing outstanding, and it's not because he's missing any. He's making all of his opportunities and still just kind of 7-9, 7-2, like
6-7.
Those first two games against Baltimore and the Jets, he looked really good. Yeah. I heard you, Kyle. I'm just gonna move on from that one.
Oh, it's cute when you do it.
It's cute when my 5-year-old does it. I'm like, what does that even mean? He goes, I don't know. It's like, okay.
Literally nothing, but I like it. So.
It means something.
Corey did it a week ago on this same show. Don't let him fool you.
Well, get your own material. It's like, oh, you just did my joke.
Oh, no. Everybody's doing that now.
It is, dude. It absolutely is. Oh, real quick. I just want to say, because my son had his last football practice last night. This is U6 flag football. And for the last practice, we did a parents versus kids game. And I scored on a long bomb. Another dad hooked me up on a long bomb streak down the sideline. Woo. And I did a Deion Sanders high step to my son, who was chasing me as fast as he possibly could, right in his face. And then I tossed the ball right in his chest after. And I said, there you go. So I really showed him. He's 5.5.
You have to remind him how good you were. You got to remind him, like, I used to do this. You got to let him know.
Yeah.
And then you went home and sat in an ice tub and rubbed ice hot on every joint on your body.
Yeah, all the ibuprofen, all the ice. Dude, I was hurting. But all right, let's see. Darnell Washington will be blocking for Warren. Let's see. Swift, Stroud, and Ladd for Pitts, Derrick Henry, and Dak. Jane Daniels hurt, and McBride on bye. Okay. So Swift, Stroud, and Ladd for Pitts, Derrick Henry, and Dak.
Well, first things first. Never make a trade because of bye weeks.
Bingo.
Yep.
Now we can look at the trade, but I just want to like, if you're only making this trade because of the bye weeks, don't do that.
I agree.
That's how you get screwed over.
I agree.
But look in here, you're upgrading from Stroud to Dak. Swift to Henry, I'd rather have Henry for the season. Pitts, if you need a tight end and you're deep at receiver, I'm good with that. So, I think the Derrick Henry side wins.
I'm with you. I don't think Ladd's going to be consistent either. So
no, he won't.
He's going to be very frustrating, just like the other wide receivers there. I think he's going to be very frustrating. So,
a good chance
yeah. Aubrey and Bates kick indoors. Aubrey just kicks whenever, wherever, as far as you need him to. I'm just throwing that out there.
Aubrey will kick it over that mountain over there.
6'7" is calling for me. Jones or Flacco for QB? Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones easily.
It's got to be Jones.
Yeah, dude, I had to do all of it. My back still hurts. I didn't have cleats on. The kids had cleats on. I slipped at one point, and even the coach came over and was like, easy there, don't hurt yourself. I was like, too late, man. I was like, I already slipped on this dang grass. I was like, oh, man.
Ice bath, icy hot, ibuprofen, the whole night.
I bet going to work the next day, you were,
Yeah, it was rough. No, the kids beat us 4-2. We did that long down the sideline just to not let them shut us out, essentially, but those little farts are fast, dude. Okay, they're really freaking fast. So whatever. White Buffalo wants to know how many leagues are each of us in.
Thunder up,
yes, go Thunder, and thank you, Durant, for fouling our MVP in champion, so that we could shoot free throws and beat you. So thank you, Durant, for that. All right.
He said, "How many leagues?" I am.
Yeah, how many leagues are in? 6 for you?
Yep.
Kyle, how many leagues you in?
11.
I'm in. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Am I at 8? 9. I'm in 9 this year. I've worked my way down.
I tried to, and then I ended up in a couple other ones through the Expo and the Napkin League, and I replaced all the ones I was getting rid of with new ones.
Yep.
What are you gonna do?
Yep. Let's see. I have receiver depth and 0 tight end other than McBride. Yeah.
Take Pitts in that deal then.
Yep, I agree.
Also, they're 6-year-olds, so
yeah, it was definitely flag
probably
football.
Tackle.
Well, we had to pull their flags. They had to touch us, so we got down super easy.
Oh, that's why you lost. They were cheating.
Yeah, it was a super tiny field, and they just had to touch us. That's why at one point we were like, "Screw it, I'm streaking," and they didn't cover me on the outside edge. I'm just saying, I gave the little wave to the QB, and the guy even threw it like underhanded, just kind of threw it up there in the middle of the field and just like wobbled it up there because I think he thought I was kidding. And I just went and freaking got it and took off, dude. I was like, nope, not letting that happen. It was pretty hilarious, actually.
We're going through the gymnasium to the quad.
And then, it was pretty good. Anyways, 2 leagues, 0-7 in one and 1-6 in the other. God dang, dude.
Time to pack it in and start training for next year, bro.
No kidding, man. That is rough. Start Kamara over Warren. Yes, that's what we said. Yeah. Tell those kids to quiet down. Yeah, White Buffalo wants to know, ever try auction or just snack drafts? I've done an auction one time.
I did it one time, and I couldn't figure out how the controls work, and I got stuck on auto draft for a little bit, and it messed the whole thing up.
Well, it didn't help that we were in Vegas, and we had to pull out our computers really quick and try to take care of this one morning before going and catching a flight or something. I mean, it was ugly trying to get this draft, and we didn't prepare for it. We had never done an auction draft. We didn't know how it worked. We didn't have any strategy. It was gross, but it was fun.
I will say one thing though, White Buffalo, a snack draft sounds awesome.
Very does.
Hit me with the snack draft next season.
Every fat guy's dream, right?
Right? That's awesome.
Oh, Snake. Oh, that's not as fun.
Oh,
what a tease. What a tease.
Not Snake.
Both are no trade for the first year. I'm a beautiful trader. Injuries kill me. That sucks. That sucks. You're just having a bad year, man. That's all right. Next year will be better.
It happens.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for us this week. We have reached our time, a little over, actually. Thunder up. They just pulled that off in double overtime. Screw KD. Yeah. Those are your champions. So enjoy NBA season this year, too. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, so happy to at least my Thunder are a good team. So I got to have someone to root for. Anyways, all right, guys, that's going to do it for us. Join us on the network for multiple other shows throughout the week. And come hang out with Kyle on Sunday morning on Spilled Coffee.
I need to do that, Kyle. I need to come do that one Sunday morning.
Dude, I come to it every Sunday morning, and they set all 9 of my lineups for me.
We roast Corey for asking all the questions about his lineups, and then we set his lineups for him.
I'm just being supportive, you know?
Oh, also, FSAN.shop, FFCK 15% off.
That's right. Yeah, go hit up that shop.
Merch,
and because I'm feeling nice, we're going to end it right after this. No one type anything else in the chat, I swear. Unless it's a super chat. And if you pay, unless you pay, this is the last one. Bo says someone offered Henry Baker in Rome for Rasheed Swift and Stroud.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, that's an...
Yeah.
Give me Baker over Stroud. Give me Henry over Swift.
Completely
Rome's close enough. Like, give me that.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, Hunter Henry, not Derek.
Oh, wait, what?
Hunter Henry, the tight end.
Hunter Henry, not Derek. Never mind.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I would not do that then. Yeah, that's a no from me on that one. I'm glad you clarified before we told you to do it. Because, Hunter Henry and Derrick Henry, much different. Much different.
Don't do that.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for us this week. Join us for those other shows, like we said, and hit up the FSAN.shop and get some cool gear. 15% off with code FFCK15. All right, guys, see you next week. Deuces.